Welcome back to another unboxing video. It's what we're kind of famous for, as well as being cool guys and giving you all the best stuff in comics and things and bands and everything else. Today we're going to get straight into it. It's Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Venom. As you can see, it's got nice colourful bits and pieces trying to simulate the Marvel character style of artwork, and you can get to see some of the details of Venom. This mad symbiont who once was bonded to Spider-Man but became full of hate of him, and now bonded to Eddie Brock, becomes this raging creature that basically has Spider-Man's kind of abilities and powers and everything else, and just basically is really good nemesis for Spider-Man. And he's a cool character as well. Best thing about these amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech figures is they're not really known for their accuracy to joints and stuff like that, and hiding joints, because they're just the articulation and what you can do with them is more what they're about. So let's get straight into that. Also, no tape. Straight away, slide them out. We got some nice artwork there using the back of it. And over here, instructions, smuctions. Box, yeah, still, it's an empty box. What you're paying for is actually this. Everything else is just ancillary. This is the toy. So, coming in shells, there's a base you get with it. Look at that. So, straight away. Get in there. Nothing fancy. So it's pretty cool that they actually include all these extra bits for you as well, so you can display these figures, because they're known for the dynamic poses and everything else. They're actually pretty good for drawing as well, so if you make a pose up, nice drawing study model of particular characters, or stop motion animation as well. So let's see what we can do with some of this. So there is some of the parts you will use for the standing of it. Now get into them yourself. Recently, he celebrated his 30th anniversary of his introduction of this creature into a character into the Marvel universe. Well, as Venom. Before that was just a black symbiote suit, but Venom himself's been going for a few years. It has a number of hosts. This one, I'm guessing, is based on Eddie. So here's all the extra bits and pieces you get with as well. As you can see, Revoltech joints all hidden in there. Oh, well, I say hidden, they're actually just put in there. They're in plain sight, but if you move them around, you can actually hide them as well. What else have we got? Oh, looks like we have a angrier version of the heads, or it's a piece of Captain America, but I just feel like, I don't know, I actually feel like drawing something there, but I'll put my flight later. Right, the figure itself. Straight out of the box, you can kind of see the Revoltech kind of sound effects of the joints, because it's all ratchet joints. So yeah, with all Revoltechs, there's sometimes, to protect the paintwork, they put all these little tabs on them, so they just mostly come out like the aliens at night time, but for the purpose of this, we'll just drag them out now. So if you have time, you can cut them all. They'll be a bit more neater than where I am here, but for the purposes of the 5-minute attention spans that we have these days, I'm just going to rip them all out and fix it in post. Actually, some of it look like sinew and spit and all sorts, so it probably adds to the character as well, but we'll get as much of this out as we can, not to block your enjoyment of the figure. Because what you want to see is what this guy can do. So, get rid of all this. So straight away, Venom. Like, this is a huge hulking beast. So what have we got? Individually articulated fingers. So we can pick his nose, and we can scratch his chin, or be puzzled. Or if you want, you can have him doing one of those. I don't mostly kill Spider-Man, but when I do, kind of things. So you can hear the sound effects straight away. There's Revoltech joints everywhere. Wrists, everywhere else. Hands, fingers, claws. Yep. So he's like, come on down to Eddie's. Oh, it's nice. The jaws are a hinge as well. So we can be. Let's see what else you can do. So you can scratch his head. Where are we going with this one? And his belly at the same time. How many people can do that? Right, there was what I was trying to prove. Revoltech joints. Basically, see this moves around and everything else, so don't freak out if they pop out, because they are designed to pop out, because you basically have the same kind of mechanism in here as well, so there will be a lot of movement, and you can see them in there as well. That will all pop out as well if you wanted to. But let's see what we can do, because yeah, there's an example that comes off. But like I said, these aren't designed to be like normal standard action figures. They're more designed to be in poses and just what you can do with them, articulation wise and everything else. So as you can see, this everywhere you touch, this guy just moves straight away. It's like a super accurate stop motion puppet. So you can have him in leaping stance and everything else. So actually we'll see if the stand can hold his weight and what it's designed for. It'd be nicer if this was a bit higher because he is a bigger good lad. So let's see. Well, straight away he's got a bit tighter. But the stand will hold Venom. I would have liked it to be a bit more taller, but it seems to be in line with the Spider-Man one that came out a while ago. So we'll take him off that. Let's see where he's like standing wise. Now you don't get any like Spider-Man like vines or webbing coming from his hands or anything like that, but we'll add on these extra bits and see what you can do. Actually, before we go any further, his tongue is on a jaw ball joint as well, so it's the famous Venom smile. So yeah, we are smiling, we are happy. So, and then you got like, anyway you put him, he's just hitting an awesome pose or a mood as well. Again, don't be too worried that things pop off. They only pop off if you pull them, they won't actually slide off around like that. So let's see if we can get him into a kind of a Todd pose, either kind of menacing pose, like straight out of the box. There he is. And then we'll see if we can kind of get him. More menacing coming at you. Not exactly a 3-point turn landing, but we're all web crawling and everything else. No, he's not going for it. Like I said, straight. You need a bit more time to move around to figure out what you can and can't do with these guys. But all the designs are there, all the veins are sculpted into them. The Spider-Man motif, the symbol. And let's see what this extra piece for the head can do. There we go. Just it looks more creepy or more alien like that. So we put this extra piece on. It just makes it a bit more sinister. Actually, yeah, it's a bit more cartoonier looking or more wilder looking on there. There you go. Now you got these extra pieces which are extensions to symbiotes, kind of like Spawn. Very similar to Spawn, can extend itself out and like elastic and everything else. So I'm guessing that these can become part of the hands and everything else, so you can kind of have Venom doing bits and pieces. And there's actually extra pieces in here, so I'm guessing you can have it do all sorts. So let's see what this kind of looks like. Don't know if you can see that in 3D or Venom coming at you. But again, these are all articulated as well. So you can have them doing all sorts of monstrous attacks on superheroes. And then you can try on the other hand as well. Oh, stayed in. so. And then again, don't be too freaked out if the pieces pop off, because they're all modular like that. So you can have Venom use any kind of pose really to make it look more monstrous, and more attacking more, using the symbionts as the weapon. So now you kind of got him in a kind of evil, overpowering pose. You can bring in, well, if you want, we'll try and do them on the stand. That's what they're for. I'm not too mad about using stands on figures, but they serve a purpose. You may remember this fella from one of our previous reviews. Take about Spidey. So this is Revoltech Yamaguchi Spider-Man, which is ideal for this thing. So you can put the two of them together and have him attacking Spider-Man, grabbing Spider-Man, everything else. Spider-Man again, still in stock, shameless plug. And then Venom you can use to attack him, bits and pieces. So the two of them, as a companion piece, they're really, really nice. And then this figure is amazing, the stuff it can do. And now this fella to go on top, go with him. So let's see if we can get back. Again, just loads of monstrous bits and pieces you can do with him. I want to change the face back. Again, simple pop on, pop off. Just make sure you don't lose the pieces. The tongue is in there, is articulated as well. Venom's hands. Ready to take on the wall crawler. So if you have some nice background diorama of New York or something, you got the two of them running around Manhattan, trying to beat the bejesus out of each other. But straight out, Venom is very articulated, lots of deadly things you can do with him. Just again, the only gripe I'd have is the stand isn't big enough for him. If you wanted to have him come around, say Spider-Man. They do give you a cradle, so if you do want to put him underneath here, but the stand should be nice. So you can have him grabbing Spidey by the head. There, come at us. So there you go. That's Revoltech Yamaguchi Venom from Marvel Comics. He's in stock now. He's €95 on import price. We also have Spidey as well, still in stock. He says they're fantastic figures. Again, if you're into your accuracy and everything else, you won't like all the joints and everything else, but if you just want a dynamic figure that can do so much and looks like a savage version of this great character, he says you can't go wrong than this. Let's see if we can get the stand as well. It's a nice bulky version of what he is. Just to show what they can do. Like if you're a fan of stop motion, great. If you want just photography or just using for art reference, you can't go much wrong with this as well. So there you go. That's a Venom. Oh, there he's off again. He's falling back into space and howling at the moon. So he's in stock now. We have a few left on eBay. Just is coming at you. So that's enough from us for Venom. We'll see you next time in another review and another unboxing. See you later.